Hey y'all, I'm Chanel. I'm a 32-year-old accounting student and zero-based cash budgeter. Today, we're going in and cash stuffing the money I received from my job. We're also going to be filling out the actual income dollar values and accounting for any extra money that we've earned over the past 24 hours. If you're interested in seeing how I set all this up, be sure you stick around, and thanks for tuning in. All right, you guys. So from my job, I was officially received my check stub today, and it was for the grand amount of $1,307. I have officially surpassed last pay period's check, which was at that time my highest paycheck I had ever received. This is currently the highest paycheck I have received without any bonuses being associated with it. So I'm going to go ahead and allocate the extra amount. We initially budgeted for $1,140, but now I need to account for the extra money that I've earned. So to calculate the extra amount, I'm just subtracting $1,140 from $1,307. That gives us a balance of $167 that we need to allocate. Now, in addition to that, I also brought in an extra $220 in side hustle income. $20 of this will be allocated to gas because it's considered to be a delivery, and I just feel like the deliveries should pay for themselves, not out of my job income, right? So I've already thought about where I want to allocate this extra money. I feel as though it's smart to go ahead and add it to my sinking funds, any of the sinking funds that are left over on my August rough draft budget that I was not able to add to this paycheck one initially due to the budget being too small, right? So I've decided that I'm going to add my mom. I'm going to do the $75 for my mom, a little extra on my passport. So I'm actually going to add an extra $67 to my passport this month, in addition to the $33 that I'm already taking care of up here. So that should put us at exactly $100 this month towards my passport goal, which means out of my next month, all I will have to take care of is $85 of that goal. Let me be sure my math is correct with that. Yep, $85 left. I'm going to go ahead and put aside $25 for miscellaneous. I'm going to do $200 for side investments. Now, this should equate to exactly $367. I'm going to be adding that to this amount as well. $367 plus $281 gives us a grand total of $648 for sinking funds. That's amazing compared to my previous pay periods. I'm super excited to cash stuff this amount. Now, as mentioned earlier, I do have to go in and add the $20 to my gas. I'm just going to cross this out and put 45 here and cross this out and put 332 here. That lets me know what this change is associated with and why we have made this change, right? So altogether, all of this should equate to $1,307 plus $200, which gives us $1,507. Now, if you're wondering why I have not filled this section in, again, that's because I would prefer to fill out this section once the pay period officially closes. I feel like there's no need for me to write it in today and then move it around. And so to keep track of what I have brought in so far, I'm going to just notate it up here and put a plus here. So whatever comes next, I know to add it and to keep a running log going that way. So again, once the end of this pay period closes, whatever is here in purple, whatever the subtotal is, I'm going to fill that out here, and that will show me what I have brought in for this entire pay period. This pay period started for me on August the 6th, and it should close on, let's see, on August the 19th, because I received my next paycheck on August the 20th. So I'm super excited for this extra money. Go ahead and stick around if you want to see me count it up and cash stuff it. I took my denomination sheet. I just take an old piece of printer paper and use that to mark up my denomination, so that way when I hand it to the teller, I get back the exact bills that I need. Today, we will be counting $1,487 because I've already put $20 of gas in my car and I've spent $14 of the miscellaneous. I did leave the remaining $5 in the bank account. And so today we're going to go ahead and count $1,487. All right. We have 100, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 8700, 20, 40, $740. Next up, tens, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, this is all of the money we will be working with today to cash up our envelopes. Set this over here. Side investment is getting $200. 2 $100 bills. 1 $200. Subscriptions is getting $20 this month. 1 $20 bill. Or $20 this pay period, I should say. Gas is getting $25 because I've already put $20 in. So a $20 bill and a 5. 20, 25 for gas. Groceries is getting, oh my goodness. So it looks like I actually messed up on my budget. I do not have groceries at all on this budget. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the Airbnb here. I'm going to cross it out. I will be subtracting $100 from the $648. So we will only have $548 to stuff, and I will move the $100 up here to variable expense specifically for groceries. So this $332 will now turn into $432. Let me do that quickly before we move on. I don't know how I could have possibly forgotten that. So even through budgeting chaos, I still made the numbers make sense. If you can't follow the scratch outs, the circles, the squiggly lines, I get it. But it does make sense to me. Again, I completely did not budget $100 for groceries as I normally would. So to account for that, I moved the Airbnb, I took it off. I added the $100 here for groceries. I added this $100 into the variable amount, which brought the variable expense up to $432. I subtracted the $100 here, and I recognized it here as well. So everything does balance out to still be $1,507. I just moved a few things around. Okay, so let's go ahead and set aside the $100 for groceries. We're going to go ahead and do 5 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So next up with rent, I'm setting aside $400 for that. 100, 200, 300, 400. For phone, I am doing $68. That's going to be 3 20s, a 5, and 3 1s. 20, 40, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68 for the phone bill. This is due at the end of August. Next, car insurance, it's getting $59. That's going to be 2 $20 bills, a 10, a 5, and 4 1s. 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 59. We're putting up $59 for car insurance out of this pay period. So a moment of full transparency, I obviously need some more envelopes. So I'm going to take it old school. We're going back to the paper method because I am all out of clear envelopes. I have the labels. I just really need to order clear envelopes as well as my washi sticker tape, all things planned. So I'm going to grab some envelope so I can put these funds away because I don't want it just sitting here or anything like that. I want it in its respective envelope or holding temporary envelope, right? So I did not see an envelope for household, so I'm gonna write one out for household, personal, self-care, medical debt, credit card, shopping, or family and tithe, which my niece, my mom, and my brother will all go into this. Class reunion, miscellaneous. Now I should simply be able to move on with the categories that I have not already filled. We are going to pick up with my brother. We're going to go in order. So my brother Charles is first up on the list, so he's getting $95. I'm going to put that into the family and tithes envelope. So we're going to do 4 20s, a 10, and a 5. 20, 40, 60, 80. 90, 95 for Charles. And then we're going to knock out my niece and mom as well. My niece is getting 75, 20, 40, 60. So for Nalani, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75. Next up, we have my mom. She's getting $75. We're going to do 3 20s, a 10, and a 5. 20, 40, 60, 70, 75. So my mom, my brother, and my niece are all allocated for. So I'm just going to fold this up and set it aside. Next, we have household. That is getting $20. We have one $20 bill here. They gave me this owed 20. I'm gonna have to start asking for fresh. We like fresh, everything fresh. Next for personal, another $20 bill, as well as self-care. That's also getting $20. And then next up, we should have medical debt. That is getting $25 this pay period. 20, 25. Next up, we have my credit card. That is getting $50 this pay period. 20, 40, 50. Next up, we have shopping. That is getting $37. This is for my envelopes because I'm all out, as well as my washi sticker tape. We're going to do a 20, a 30, a 5, and 2 1s. We have 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. Next up, I'm going to set aside my best friend's cash, her $20 here. I'm going to set this aside. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and do the class reunion. That is getting 73. We're going to go ahead and do 3 20s, a 10, and 3 1s. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73. So So last, we have the passport, which we are setting aside $100 out of this pay period. We're doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100 for passport. And then miscellaneous is getting $5 because that is what is left for this pay period. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on today's cash stuffing of Paycheck One. If you have any questions, as always, be sure to drop it in the comments. I'm super responsive. Be sure to tune in on August the 8th, this Friday. I have a video dropping for educational purposes, discussing what is a budget and the different types of budgets and how we can use them. As always, I truly thank you for joining me on today's episode and tuning into Chanel's Pocketbook. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The shares matter because I do not do any outside promoting. You won't find any accounts advertising for viewership to this channel. This is all organic, and I'm just blessed to be joining you guys and partnering with you guys throughout this entire process. See you later this week. Bye.